What are different kinds of virtual assistants? And there is a lot of different types, which is why deciding who your first virtual assistant should be is going to be a little bit difficult and confusing. Hey there, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, my goal at this video is to help you figure out what kind of virtual assistant you need to hire first. Now, if this is your first time on my channel, my name is Lai Lacaba. I've been working from home since I was 15 years old and now run my own virtual assistant company here in the Philippines. And I post videos every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home and how to have a business from home, so make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos. Now, when it comes to hiring a virtual assistant, and in the last video I talked about when to hire a virtual assistant, it might be confusing of like, okay, what kind of assistant do I actually need? And that's what we'll be diving in this video. It's one of the first questions that I usually ask our potential clients as they're looking into hiring their own assistant with us at 2XU, and it usually takes me a couple of questions to be able to find out what kind of assistant that they need. Well, the first thing that you need to know is, what is a virtual assistant? So a virtual assistant is an employee that you work with remotely, so they probably are working from home or they have their own office, and they're probably not on the same time zone as you. For example, most of our clients are in Australia and the US, and of all assistants are in the Philippines, so there's a little bit of that time gap, and they're usually going to be taking over different tasks in your business. Ideally, in 2XU, we talk about having them become your second brain, and that's kind of the goal that I have for this channel, is helping you hire your own second brain. Now that you know what is a virtual assistant, what are different kinds of virtual assistants? And there is a lot of different types, which is why deciding who your first virtual assistant should be is going to be a little bit difficult and confusing. But right off the bat, there's different kinds of assistants just before even the skills that they need to do. There are virtual assistants who are full-time or part-time. There are virtual assistants who are going to be an employee or someone who's just a freelancer for your business. There are more virtual assistants who are more task-oriented versus outcome-oriented. There are virtual assistants who are more working on repetitive tasks in your business versus project-based. So there's a lot of different types, and I have a lot of videos on my YouTube channel diving into that. But those are the first few questions that you want to ask yourself. Is, do I need someone who is full-time or part-time? Do I need someone who's just dedicated to my company? They're not doing any other work for other clients? Or do I need an assistant who is just more detailed on this one thing that I need to get done in my business? Once you figure that part out, then the next thing is figure out, what do you actually need to get done? What are the tasks that are first few things that you'll delegate to your virtual assistant? Now, I have a whole video on that whole process. The shortened version or the summary version of it is listing out all of the tasks that you're currently doing in your business and then ranking them with two variables. First one is, these are tasks that create some sort of value ongoing in your business. This could be monetary, this could be being able to bring in leads, this could be bringing in more social media likes or interactions, whatever that is. That's the first thing, is the kind of tasks that bring a value in your business. And then you take that with tasks that you like doing or you're good at. These are the first separations of, okay, I need someone else to do this for me. Because in reality, if they're a task that you like doing that help bring in a lot of value in your company, then of course you want to keep doing it. But if they're tasks that are high value, need to get done in your business, but you don't like doing them, or worse, you're not the person to do them, then that's the sweet spot that you can look at of who you can hire first as a virtual assistant. Now, I've narrowed down that usually for our clients in my company 2XU, there's top 5 virtual assistants that they hire first. The first one is an admin virtual assistant. So this is more of your all-around virtual assistant. They are doing some admin work for you. So they're doing a little bit of email management, calendar management, trip management. They might also be doing more business management on your end of like making sure tasks and projects are monitored. So almost a little bit like a project management role as well. But they are more a Jill or jack of all trade. They're doing small little things in your company and more of a generalist really, rather than a specialized virtual assistant. So again, they're doing bits and pieces, making sure that you are going through your day. They're a person that you can throw tasks to as you need them, and then maybe managing even freelancers that you're working with. So this is the kind of assistant where people usually first go to, and it makes sense because then you're trying to just get things out of your head. So that's usually the first type of assistant. The second type of assistant you can hire for is a bookkeeper, numbers, more project management assistant. Now this is a little bit next level depending on where your business is at. Like I mentioned earlier, one of the first things they should think about when you're thinking of your first hire is tasks that you're not good at but actually need to get done in your business. And numbers and bookkeeping and someone who manages the projects is a major one. As a business owner, it is your priority to be creating more value, not running things a lot of the time. It's going to be in the visionary, in the top level stuff, and not in the implementer from the book rocket fuel. So you have to start thinking, okay, this is something that I'm not really good at, which comes to numbers, or I just need someone to do this better than I'm currently doing it, which is why usually a bookkeeping / numbers / project management person is their first hire, because they just need someone to organize all of the data that they currently have in their business so that it makes sense, so then you can make smarter decisions moving forward. This could be where you might be running a lot of ads on Facebook, or you have a lot of customers that you have to attend to, and you just need someone to just like do the organizing of like, this is what needs to get done next. Another type of assistant people usually first hire is a customer support assistant or a client management assistant. So this is the kind of person who answers the emails that get sent into your support inbox, answers Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn messages about your business, and kind of lead people through to you as needed, or filter people if they don't need to reach you. So they're literally just going through, again, that email, the social media, and making sure that they feel supported. And basically this virtual assistant creates like templates, creates like processes on how to manage your customers, gives suggestions of like, hey, a customer suggested this, why don't we try it? So they're basically just making sure that as you growing your business, that someone is catching and making sure that your customers or your clients feel that they're taken care of. When it comes to client management, it could be that this assistant makes sure that they're going through the process step by step in a clear way. Next type of first virtual assistant people usually hire is a lead generation virtual assistant. Now, you've probably heard about this before, but they're basically the assistant that goes into maybe lists on LinkedIn, Facebook groups, or they could be someone who could be generating leads for you by getting you on podcast episodes, by getting you speaking gigs. But literally their whole focus is bringing in more attention to your business, whether again they're reaching out by email, by LinkedIn, by HubSpot, by any other means, or they're helping you generate traffic by putting you onto different shows. A lot of what they're doing is just helping you generate more sales in your business. And of course, that it comes into the tracking and making sure that they're giving you the right reports, giving the right iterations on how to do it better as you start growing your business more and more. And the most common type of virtual assistant people usually hire for, other than the admin assistant, is actually a social media virtual assistant. And this is where even I have got into, where the first hire that I needed was someone to manage my social media, whether it was helping me create the content, visualize the content, write up the content, actually have it posted on Facebook, managing the engagements of it, growing that Facebook groups that I have. It can be a lot of different things, but you need just someone to make sure that this part of your business, the social media side, someone is taken care of. It's kind of running as a machine. So now that you've had the lowdown on the top 5 virtual assistants people usually hire for, how do you actually start hiring? So again, I have a whole series, a whole playlist on this YouTube channel on how to hire a virtual assistant. But now that you've probably, hopefully, have had clarity on the type of assistant you need, the next part is creating a job post, putting it up there, maybe on Facebook, maybe on sites like onlinejobs.ph if you're hiring from the Philippines, getting referrals from different people, and then making sure that you have tests available to be able to see their skills, going through the interview process, and maybe doing a trial with your assistant to see how well they would do working with you. Hiring your first virtual assistant doesn't have to be that scary of a process. It can be very much a step-by-step, take you by the hand process, as long as you are clear about the kind of person that you need in your business. And as you start hiring, you'll also get more and more clarity of the kind of person that you need. Just because you'll be talking to different people, they'll give you ideas of like, hey, yeah, I would love to have an assistant who does this. So then you just have more and more things in your head. And again, that's okay. It's all part of the process of hiring your first virtual assistant. Now, if you guys like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button right there and comment below, what do you think your first virtual assistant hire should be? Or if you have any other questions about hiring a virtual assistant. Now, if you guys still haven't, make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of the videos every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home and how to have a business from home, which you guys can check out those 2 playlists right here and the latest video right here. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Remember that small steps matters, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!